If your phone feels quieter than it did in 2022, it's not in your head. The roofing industry is undergoing a massive identity shift. Many roofers are still running their company by the 2020 playbook, waiting for storms, buying expensive leads. In 2026, that's a recipe for bankruptcy. See, the game has changed and many roofers have yet to realize that. And today in this video, I'm going to break down the 4 macroeconomic and industry forces that are crushing the average roofer so that you can adapt and stay alive and actually thrive. But if we haven't met yet, my name is Preston. This is Results Digital, and we're the #1 digital marketing agency just for roofing and exterior companies. And we only partner with one company in an area to help that company dominate their local area. If that's something that you need, there's a link in the description to get in touch. Let's book a call and see if it's a fit. Now, on to the lesson. So, what are the 4 forces that are affecting the roofing industry right now? Force number 1, private equity. This is the big fish in the little pond right now. This is the sumo wrestler in the ring. Private equity is going into these major markets, these major city centers, all right? Whether it's Orlando, there's 7-8 counties in the greater Orlando market, probably 7-8 counties in the greater Tampa market, and so on and so forth. You could take basically any state in the union, and all of the major city centers, they're going into those areas and buying up the big players. That's their rule book. That's their game plan. They're going in, they're buying the top roofing companies, those that are in the top 10% that have their act together, and they're using those to suffocate out all the smaller guys. And when they come in, they have bigger budgets, they have polished teams, they have more ad spend. So you're not competing with Bob the roofer anymore. You're competing with a billionaire's spreadsheet. You're competing with a billionaire's playbook. And private equity follows a script. They're ruthless. They cut dead weight. They prioritize the board of directors. They prioritize profit margins. And in many ways, they snuff out the soul of the company. It becomes very sterile. But they're also very effective. And if you aren't adjusting your game to private equity in 2026, then you are doomed to fail. Now, let's move on to force number 2. And that is the insurance to retail migration. See, the days of being able to get a free roof for $5,000 are over. Insurance laws have tightened across the country. The insurance work is shrinking. The free roof era is largely over. And this has forced thousands of insurance-only roofers into the retail market, perhaps your market. And so now you have an overcrowded retail market. You have, of course, private equity as the king in the ring. But then amongst the remaining retail roofers, you have insurance roofers now migrating in. And so you now have guys who know how to read Xactimate, and they're trying to sell a $25,000 retail roof. And what's going to end up happening, and what is happening, is it's driving down price. It's a race to the bottom. And so now insurance laws have tightened, and everyone is fighting for the same customer. More competition and less easy jobs. Force number 3, no storms. We have not had a storm in all of 2025. I'm talking hurricanes. Right now, maybe you're in the Midwest and you're like, hey, we get hail. That's great. That's not affecting you. But all of those roofing companies that line the Atlantic coast and the Gulf Coast, they have all suffered from a drought. No storms means less demand. So in 2025 alone, there were 0 named storms. And if your business depends on storms, then you don't have a business. And what I saw in 2025 is many of my roofing clients, we were just waiting to hit the summer months because certainly there's going to be a hurricane. There's always a hurricane. And guess what? There wasn't a hurricane. And so now, less demand, less work to be had out there. And when you couple that with the other 2 macroeconomic factors that I just mentioned, it's making the game different. We are now in a state of new normal. So when you couple together the first two factors that I gave, you now have dried up demand, and what little demand there is, you're now competing against private equity and against insurance roofers converted into retail roofers. And it's making for the perfect storm when there are no storms. But yet, this is the new normal. And if you are not operating your roofing business with these factors in the back of your mind, then you are already doomed to fail, because this is the new normal. This is what you're going to have to deal with in 2026 and beyond as a roofing company. Now, force number 4, customers have changed. When I think about the way that customers were back in 2020 or 2021, I would say that 2020 with COVID was probably one of the biggest shifts. There were shifts in a lot of areas. I don't remember the topic of private equity prior to 2020. I don't remember insurance laws being different prior to 2020. And I know that the mindset amongst homeowners was different as well. See, COVID or 2020 shifted so many things. And one of the things that it's done is it's put in a new normal with homeowners where they're not staying in their homes like they did before. It used to be, I remember people would stay in their homes 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20, sometimes even a lifetime. They bought their first home was the forever home. It's not like that anymore. It's almost like buying stocks. They buy it, they have it for 5 years, wait for the price to go up, they sell it, they upgrade, and they move. And so when you have that type of mindset, there's an investment gap that you're dealing with the homeowner. They're thinking logically, why would I pay $30,000 for a top-of-the-line roof when I'm only planning to stay in this maybe another 48 months? So you have to understand that that is a shift in thinking for your client, for your customer, for the homeowner that you're trying to sell a roof to. Why are they going to spend that amount of money? They want shorter term solutions, and they're less willing to make investments in big money. So what does this all mean? This is not meant to be a video that's meant to black pill you. What this video is meant to do is to set the table for my videos that I'm going to put out over the next couple days. Because if these are the factors that you're dealing with as a roofing company, and they're not going away, then you're going to have to shift, because this is a completely different market. Again, more competition, less demand, higher costs. The old playbook doesn't work anymore. And roofers that are trying to hold on to the old ways, I'm only going to do roof replacements, I'm only going to chase insurance, I'm going to be picky. That worked before, but guess what? It ain't going to work. And you will have to adapt or die. There's just no other way around it. So you do need to be flexible. You do need to think about offering other services. You do need to think about positioning yourself. These are things that you have to consider. You have to adapt your business to this market. If you don't adapt, you're going to get left behind. And in the next videos that I'm going to be putting out, I'm going to show you exactly how you can win in this market with these 4 forces that are fighting against you. So, if you found this video helpful, like it, but also subscribe to the channel so you can find out how to make your roofing company thrive in 2026 and beyond. Until next time, this is Results Digital, out.